What's up, Internet? You are watching the Etch Play weekly live show, and I'm your host this week. My name is Adam Burt, and it is my pleasure to be your guide to this week in the world of video games. I've got at least one special guest, because I'm joined right now by Tyre B. Tyre, how's it going?
It is going good. How are you, Adam?
I'm good, and we're potentially going to have more guests on the show later on as well, subject to technical difficulties, so stick around and see if we can make any of this stuff work. As ever, we are live on Twitch and upload to YouTube to give you all the latest in video games news and opinions and views from us and people in the team. And we're also going to play some games as well, hopefully have some fun and just a generally good time on a Thursday afternoon. Does that sound good to you, Ty?
Sounds fab.
Cool. Okay, well, let's get started with our first news story then. And our news story that we're starting with is quite serious, so I apologise right now for the slight dip in tone. But sometimes news stories from outside the world of games are so big that they impact games, and this is a really great example of one such story. In the past week, the US Supreme Court has overturned Roe v. Wade, the landmark 1973 ruling that protects the right to an abortion, prompting a number of US game developers to issue statements on the subject. Among them was Bungie, who were one of the first game studios to make a public statement when this law change was leaked and rumoured a few weeks ago. They have made a public commitment to offering additional services to staff in affected US states, covering expenses to travel to neighbouring states, any kind of reproductive health issue care, and similar offerings have been announced by Microsoft, Activision, Blizzard, those are one company, Certain Affinity and Sony. And speaking of Sony, a number of their studios have made almost identical public statements in a show of solidarity, with many reading simply, "Reproductive freedom and bodily autonomy are human rights." That message was shared by Insomniac, Media Molecules, Sucker Punch, Bend, Guerrilla, Naughty Dog, Sony San Diego, and Sony Santa Monica. Independent but popular publisher Devolver Digital also shared a really similar message, and Ubisoft as well put out a strong public statement. While for now, EA has been focused on internal comms, telling employees that their well-being is the company's top priority, but stopping short of the strong position that other companies have taken in the industry. It is worth noting that here in the UK, for now at least, most nations don't have to worry about these laws affecting them directly. However, reproductive rights are considered an issue in Northern Ireland, in the UK, where abortion was legalised in 2019, but remains difficult to access due to a lack of clinics and resources. And we've spoken at length on the show and in our content recently about recruitment and company culture. So this change to the landscape feels potentially really significant to that. I mean, staff at companies across the US or in similar nations, talent that your team may really sorely need, will potentially be swayed by the location of your studio and by your stance on these issues. Many recruits, if they have the choice, will opt for companies that they feel will protect their rights. We actually have a really good video up on YouTube right now, all about recruitment specifically. And in that video, Ben and Dan talk about how it's a kind of candidates market right now. So at the minute, good candidates are taking the pick of the companies rather than the other way around. And company values, as well as their kind of public stances on social issues, will likely continue to be one way that some studios differentiate themselves and seek to make employees feel more welcome. For many American companies specifically, which is where a large number of games are made, healthcare policies, bonuses, workplace benefits are really going to be scrutinised by applicants in the months and years to come. Ty, do you have anything to add to this news story?
Sure. I mean, it is a very scary time for our friends in America, with something that I think a lot of us just weren't expecting to happen. But as you rightly said, Adam, in this environment with a lot of political movements going on, a lot of social issues coming up, and people are going to be, if they are able to, if they're privileged enough to be able to choose, looking for the company that's going to fit them the best, whether that's on their values, on their location, etc. The games industry is fairly young compared to other industries. It is also in many ways more diverse. And so these kinds of issues do become choices, if someone is worried about their safety and their rights and their healthcare, and they feel like they cannot carry on living in some of the core hubs in America. Texas is a big hub for gaming, a lot of different states as well. They will go somewhere else. So it's very important for companies to consider that, and it's just a decent thing to do, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, far be it from me to state a strong opinion on the show, but the US Supreme Court can go F themselves. Our next news story is slightly more fun, shall we say. And it's all about John Cena, the WWE superstar and Peacemaker actor, who apparently loves Metroid, but only the 2D ones. This bombshell comes from Dan Reichert, who's recently rejoined Giant Bomb, a popular gaming website, after working with the WWE as a podcast producer. So the story goes that Cena was featured in some Nintendo Switch adverts in 2017, and apparently during the photo shoot kept repeatedly telling Nintendo staff how much he wanted a new 2D Metroid game. Metroid fans will of course know that Metroid Dread, a new 2D Metroid, was released last year to really strong reviews and sales. Reichert confirmed that Cena was sent a copy upon release by Nintendo, and the response from his assistant was apparently an email that just said, "John loves it." So there you go. So a bit of a slow news week in many ways after we got kind of the post E3 lull going on, even though we didn't really have an E3, and apparently John Cena's love of Metroid is topping some companies' news lists this week. So it's a fun story. Are you a fan of Metroid, Tyre, or John Cena? That's a no. Taking that as a hard no on both Cena and Metroid from Tyre.
I don't think it's a hard no. I enjoy his more kind of, I guess, non-WWE appearances. Yes.
Really loves the craft of his acting.
Apparently so. But I do love it when celebrities are like super into video games, because it just reminds people that celebrities are just people as well, and they have varied tastes. I do love it when people are like, oh my god, that celebrity, like what's his name? Can't believe I forgot his name.
Yeah, this is a pretty bad anecdote so far, because you've forgotten the primary character's name.
The guy who plays Geralt in The Witcher.
Oh, Henry Cavill. Yeah, he loves World of Warcraft and
he loves World of Warcraft
Witcher,
and Warhammer and Witcher and all these different things. People are like, oh my god, I can't believe this super famous actor can be a nerd. And it's like, we're just normal people, man.
Henry Cavill is hot though, by anyone's standards, let alone nerd standards.
Very true. It seems almost unfair, right?
It does. Next up, we're talking about Overwatch. So usually when games get sequels, it's a pretty simple process. The first-person shooter sold well, so now we're going to make first-person shooter 2. But apparently nobody has really explained that to the Blizzard team, who are hard at work on what they're calling Overwatch 2. Initially thought to be a standalone sequel, it was then revealed that it would be a free update to Overwatch 1 that added new modes, characters, and gameplay types. This week, however, it got even less clear. So during a question and answer session on Reddit, of all places, game director Aaron Keller appeared to suggest that when Overwatch 2 launches this October, it will replace Overwatch 1 in your library, and Overwatch 1 will no longer be playable at all. So, I mean, is this a sequel, a reboot, an expansion, an update, or a season of a game that's constantly changing? I just don't know anymore, and my head hurts. At any rate, the content, whatever it is, will begin to arrive October 4th when the first part of Overwatch 2 launches for all major platforms. More beta keys for Overwatch 2, which lets players try some of the new game modes, went out this week, and lots of new people are getting to try the changes they're making ahead of release. Tyre, what's your opinion? Is Overwatch 2 a sequel, or is it not?
Honestly, I thought it'd be clearer after this segment of the show, but it somehow isn't. I've been keeping up with this news just because I find it very interesting. But it just feels a little bit messy in terms of comms. I don't know why they haven't clarified it, because it feels like, Overwatch 1 is so popular, people love it, there's loads of people playing. If anything, Overwatch 2 is the opportunity to kind of, reinvent the game, which is what they're doing. But lack of clarity, I think, is making people a little bit afraid, because they don't know, all the time they put into this other game, their characters, their progression, is that going to disappear? Is it going to carry across? Those are the questions that I'll be asking as a player. And it's not ideal. So hopefully, they will come out with a more clear plan. I mean, October's not even that far away now on a game calendar. So I guess we'll see.
I think it's probably that they kind of changed their minds in the same way when we talked about Among Us a long time ago. They were working on Among Us 2 and they were like, let's just put it all into Among Us 1 instead. I feel like they've done the same thing with Overwatch where they were like, let's make Overwatch 2, and then halfway through development they were like, well, let's just put it into Overwatch 1 instead. But yeah, I mean, they have promised a few times that progression will carry over in some form, but I mean, if the old stuff's getting deleted in terms of the game modes, like that is actually a different game, like it's like 5v5 versus 6 rather than 6v6. Who knows how that's going to work? But our next news story is about the world of TV, and I have queued up the wrong B-roll, so give me just a little second to fix that. In the meantime, you join some. I don't know what you're watching. I honestly have no idea what you're watching. Hopefully it will now switch to Horizon Forbidden West, because a Horizon TV show is on the horizon. Yeah, you may have heard this, but we now have more information about it. So it's based on Horizon Zero Dawn loosely. It's called Horizon 2074 and will take place across 2 timelines: the distant future of the games and the near future, which is where the kind of downfall of civilization kind of begins to happen. Behind the scenes, the show has staff from recent TV shows like The Boys, and which are very popular shows indeed. And there's no release date planned yet. You know, it will launch on Netflix in a couple of years. Sony have got lots of fingers in the TV and film business at the minute, because they're also working on a Last of Us TV show with HBO, or TV show with Amazon Prime, based on Gran Turismo. So they're kind of spreading their their ideas thinly there across multiple services and platforms and seeing what works. Ty, what do you make of this?
I am so excited. The more I find out about this, the more excited I am, because I mean, the Horizon universe has got this amazing world, this really rich world building. The narratives are really great, and I think at the core of it, the reason why so many people like it is that it just tells stories of people, but just in a very different scenario, and not that different to us. And the fact that we will get to see the downfall of the civilization that we only see through kind of snippets in the games, through little recordings and little holograms, things like that, I think is really exciting. And I'm really glad they're going that way, because I bet people have so many questions about that part of the story, you know, how things went down, and the effects that it had. And I think it's great. It's going to really add a lot of extra world building to the story of Aloy, and the whole world in general. So yes, very, very excited.
I'm having some pretty extreme technical difficulties, and I'm not sure if they're translating into the actual show. So if they are, I apologise for loss of quality, either of audio or visual. I am trying to regain control of my machine. It seems to want to do anything that I want it to do.
Oh dear.
Which is unfortunate. What could I do here? I don't have a lot of great options, to be honest. When you're halfway through a live show, it stops responding. There's not many things that you can do, but let's see.
There's still some movement on the Twitch play, but it's a little bit choppy. Yeah, Dan says it's a little bit choppy.
I can't really move us on to the effect.
Well, if you want, I can read the next news story, and then we can maybe take a break.
Yes, if you could, that would be great. I don't know if anyone can hear you, but go ahead.
I think they can. I guess we'll see. So our next story is a little bit of a bittersweet one. So a quick trigger warning for you folks listening. This next story does reference suicide. So if you'd like to step away for a second, we expect the segment to last just a couple of minutes until we swap over. So our Games for Good story this week is about the way that games connect us, sometimes to people all over the world. And we saw this in this story where a 15-year-old Arizona gamer was playing online with his friends in Europe. And as friends are often the people who know us best, they could tell that something was wrong. And concerned for his safety, his gamer friends called overseas to America to alert the authorities. And a police officer in Queens Creek, Simon Lopez, was given the message. He arrived in time to save the boy's life from a deliberate overdose. So he was saved, amazingly, from that phone call. Obviously, kind of a dark background to that story, but also what a great testament to the way that online relationships, many of which are facilitated through games, can really make a difference in someone's life. We obviously wish everyone involved the best, and hopefully there'll be further recovery there. And, we've heard similar stories like this in the past, and it really does show you, friends that you make digitally are still friends, and they can be friends for life. And I hope this 15-year-old gets good.
Yeah, we all wish everyone involved there the best, and hopefully there's going to be much further recovery. Thank you for covering for that. I don't really know if I'm back or not, but just a quick note about news and about the news that we cover at Etch Play. If you like the news segment, if you like hearing our opinions about things from the world of games, then you might be interested in our blog. You can find it at etchuk.com/play, and actually every Friday we post a roundup of all the most interesting stories from the world of games. So there'll be one of those tomorrow, featuring contributions from myself, from Tyre, from many other people in the Etch Play team that you hopefully know and love. We are going to try in a second to actually play a game live. I know this seems like I'm kind of piling on to problems, but we're going to try and play Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge. So I'm going to throw to a brief commercial break, and when we come back in about a minute, we'll hopefully be playing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. If not, I'll do something. I'll figure it out. So stay tuned and enjoy these short messages from our sponsors, who happen to be ourselves. See you shortly.
Bye.
Hello and welcome to we are a three-man team. I'm joined by Ben Joy and Ben Gammon. Say hello, Ben Joy.
Hello.
And say hello, Ben Gammon.
Bonjour.
We are dwarves in space, and we are going to go mining. You ready to drill some rocks, guys?
I'm ready to drill some rocks.
Right, let's do it.
Oh, look at these tactics. It's all Southampton. It's all Southampton. Look at that pass. Come on, guys. Yes! What a goal! What a goal. 3-1. And it's Southampton.
This is it.
Here we go.
Show me Halo right now. Nah, they're going to save that for the end, aren't they?
Yeah, it's absolutely not going to be Halo out.
Oh, that looks like Halo. It could be Halo.
If you do this for every trailer.
Hey, what's up? You're watching the Etch Play Weekly Live Show, besieged as ever by technical difficulties, but we're still here. We're still trying to bring you all the latest from the world of games, and that means we're going to play some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And I've been joined, hopefully, by two Bens who are going to help me on this mission. I've got Ben Joy, say hello.
Hello.
And I've got Ben Gammon, say hello, Ben.
Hello.
We are going to check out this brand new game. It's on Game Pass across PC and Xbox. In fact, there's a mix of us on this call. Ben, Jay, you're playing on the Xbox. Me and Ben G are playing on the PC side of things. And yeah, hopefully it's going to be lots of fun. Let's check it out, shall we? I think I've readied up and you guys need to ready up when you've picked your characters.
Let's go.
Sweet. So we're playing online. You can play up to 6-player co-op, which is pretty cool. Oh, do you guys want to do the first level or the second level?
I mean, would it not make sense to do the first?
I guess so.
You and your logic.
Yeah.
Apparently I'm waiting for more players to join. Are you guys looking at some sort of tutorial?
I'm looking at a map.
Okay.
Oh, I pressed X and I'm going to the turtle lair. I don't think I should have done that.
Can you go to level 1?
I have no idea how.
It's like a green circle that says 1 on it.
I mean, I literally can't move.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. It's like slowing up now.
Yeah. The developer of this is Notemu. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. They're the guys behind the Streets of Rage reboot. And yeah, here we go. Turtle time. Hang on, I've got no music.
Oh,
that's more like it. Defend me.
Defend yourself.
I was in the options. I was in the menu, and you guys just letting me get pummeled by these ninjas. Have you all chosen your favourite turtle as your character, or do you feel like you've been shortchanged by somebody else getting in there before you?
I mean, I just like all of them. They're all good turtles.
You just like all the turtles equally?
Yeah.
You just hope all the turtles have a good time?
Yeah. I mean, they're all heroes in hard shells. What's not to love?
I went for the one with a better range.
Yeah. Okay, you went tactical.
Wait, there were stats? I didn't even
there is
realize
stats.
that. Oh, I didn't look at the stats.
Yeah.
I mean, we obviously didn't see it in this, but can we just pay some tribute to how cool the opening to the game is? Like, you don't want to skip the starting credits.
Yeah, you get to see like a proper animated. It really takes you back, doesn't it, to the
yeah, being a kid.
To the cartoon. I mean, we are really making mincemeat out of these dudes.
Yeah. Are we on the easy side?
I'm on whatever it said at the beginning. I didn't change it from what its default was.
I mean, I think it's probably on expert, I reckon. Why is this guy on a computer? Why are these guys working on computers?
Maybe they're hacking.
Oh, maybe.
They're doing the work that we're supposed to be doing.
Like, someone's got to build these websites. These knuckleheads are just playing as turtles.
So you can do a little dive.
Oh, how did you slide then?
You double tap the direction, you run, and you attack.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I seem to have someone in a grapple then, but I'm not sure how I did that.
Just down in the chat is asking who's who. So I'm Mikey.
I'm Raphael.
Ben J is Raphael, and Benji's got the stick, Donatello.
Are you the pizza? I know that they all love pizza, but I feel like one of them likes pizza.
Oh yeah, Michelangelo likes pizza the most. Like
yeah.
Michelangelo's got a problem. He actually needs to see like a psychologist about his pizza addiction. The rest of them are like have a normal affinity for pizza. Like yeah, pizza's great, and Mikey's like pizza's life.
Yeah. I'm surprised. Well, I'm not surprised, but it would have been cool if one of us had been Shredder.
I mean, there is 6-player co-op, and there's only 4 turtles. I think the 2 spare characters are.
If Alice is one of them. April, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, and Splinter. And I think you can unlock Casey as well, with his hockey mask. But I haven't actually seen him.
Oh, look at these guys. They're gonna. That's right. These guys should be tired. They were doing turtles before.
I'm just breaking the environment, just smashing things up.
Nice.
Take that, TV camera.
I'm enjoying. I'm not sure how I'm doing it, but I keep suplexing people, and I am enjoying doing that.
So, gotta watch out for those falling cameras.
We got did you guys get an achievement as well?
What was the achievement for?
Teamwork.
Oh, I didn't get that achievement. Did one of us get the achievement for teamwork?
Has anyone played this game before? Or are we all brand new into this, like first time playing?
I ran through the first level just to make sure it would work. So
Okay.
I've done this bit before, but I've not done level 2.
This is my first play.
Yeah, same. I downloaded it last night and I watched the intro, but I was literally heading out of the door as I did it, so I didn't actually play any. But I'm enjoying this. It's your good old button basher.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure there are combos and like clever things I could be doing, but I'm pretty much.
That's not the way I
the
play
buttons.
it. Oh, look at that! I can do like a cartwheel. Watch this. Oh.
Didn't even all do that.
Well, I did it first. let me have my moment.
These guys have swords. Up in the ante.
This really reminds me of like a game like for an old console. Like not just like the visual, but like the
you mean like Streets of Rage?
Yeah. I feel like I would be playing this on the Nintendo 64. Like,
it's definitely going for a
15
classic
years ago.
vibe, isn't it?
I'm loving it. I'm really enjoying this.
So obviously you can do up to 6-player co-op, which is quite unusual, really. You don't get many games where you can have 6 players.
Yeah, it's quite.
I wanted to ask you guys about like what are some of your favourite co-op experiences of like in games. What do you think co-op brings to games? Ben J, have you got any that you want to particularly share?
Yeah, I tell you what, I used to really love on. I can't remember if it was on the original Xbox or the Xbox 360, but like the Tom Clancy games, where you could do like the campaign like multiplayer, and it was in those days it was local multiplayer, so you weren't doing it online. But I just used to love doing that with my brother because it just felt like it brought on an extra element to it. Like when you're doing it by yourself, it's fine, but like when you get to do it as a parent, it's like, oh, I'll do this bit, like I'll be doing the stealth bit while you climb the wall and take out the guard, and that it's just like it brings that extra element of fun to it, I think, that you don't necessarily always get by yourself.
Yeah.
So
was that like a Rainbow Six or a Ghost Recon, or used to be anything in the Tom Clancy universe?
Yeah, it was before. It wasn't Rainbow Six. It was. I think it was Splinter Cell. Yeah. I think both of those. It was Splinter Cell and Chaos Theory. I enjoyed both of those. They both had good campaign co-ops from my that I can remember anyway.
Oh, I got stomped on by Bebop.
Yeah, this guy is.
Yeah, the stupid pig. Taking damage.
We've almost got him. Come on.
We were close there.
Ah. Got him. We've definitely got him now.
Yeah, take that, Bebop. What about you, Benji? Is there any particular co-op experiences that stand out for you?
The one that when I saw this game, the one that reminded me of what's the old school Viking? It was like a Viking game on. What's it called?
I mean, you guys literally. I told you the questions in advance. You could have prepped your answers, and you.
What are you talking about?
You've both turned up so half-cocked.
Well, so it's just amazing that we got it working. You know what I mean? Didn't think we'd get this far.
You saw the show starting to like fall apart earlier, and you were like, "There's not going to be a gameplay segment. I can just forget what I was going to say." Well, this is level 2.
Are we straight into the boss? Oh,
no, I think it starts with the guys running away.
You guys make that weird. Can't park anywhere these days.
Yeah.
Not in the double yellow.
I'm gonna get clamped.
Ooh, nice.
Can I jump on this?
Throw.
Oh, I can jump on this. Nice.
Seemingly I can't.
Steve in the chat says,
double
golden
jump.
axe. Is that what you're thinking?
Golden axe. Thank you, Steve.
Can always rely on Steve.
Yeah, Steve knows what he's talking about. I should have Steve on this show rather than
Steve, get him on next time.
Yeah.
Under me, please. Waste of space.
One that I have fond memories of in particular is Halo. Like, to me, I mean, shout out to my brother who never watches this show, but like when we were kids, like, we would always, especially that Halo 1 campaign, like Silent Cartographer, Assault on the Control Room, just playing those co-op. I know it was only 2 players, but it was really kind of transformative in terms of the way that the way that we play games, I guess. Like, Halo was such like a sea change for like shooters on console in general, with having that kind of like rich campaign and it being like really fully clear, like 3D, really good looking, and yeah, being able to like take a second person through that was really, really fun. And also, I mean, some parts of Halo, especially in those days when I was a kid, I mean, were actually a little bit scary. Like you talk about the stuff with the flood. I actually appreciate having a second person around to make it a little bit little bit more forgiving, shall we say, when you're getting through the library. I don't know if you guys saw, actually, there was a leak this week, a Halo Infinite leak, which showed some co-op gameplay of Halo Infinite, which obviously you're supposed to have co-op from the start, and then they didn't get it in, and then they're still working on it. Halo Infinite's having all sorts of problems behind the scenes, I think, in terms of, I don't know, there just seems to be a lot of bugs that they're struggling to get fixed, and everything keeps getting delayed, including the co-op. But I mean, hopefully that comes out one day, because I think that will make the Halo Infinite experience a lot better.
Yeah, I think it will.
I was enjoying the campaign, but I did stop, because I was like, you know what, I would enjoy this a lot more in co-op with other people. I'd rather play it that way if it's coming soon.
Is it because me and you had been playing some old Halo co-op and you're like, man, I really miss Ben, I wish Ben was here?
I think Halo co-op is like the most fun way to play it. I mean, it's okay single player, I mean, it's good. Like, don't get me wrong, one of the greatest franchises of all time, some would say. But it's like the ability to have a second person there just makes it so much more fun. Like the amount of crazy shenanigans you can get up to with the vehicles and stuff, it just increases exponentially with every player that you add. And obviously, Halo 1 you can only do 2 players, but by the time you get to like Halo 3 and Reach and stuff, you could have 4-player co-op, which was, you know, good stuff. And I'm looking forward to hopefully having that same experience with Infinite. Getting run over by a motorbike.
You gotta jump it, gotta time it.
Oh, I got punched. Oh no.
We need to go back and play some more Halo. We've not played Halo for ages.
Yeah, we should have. We should play some more Halo on the show.
Where did we get to? Like halfway through 2?
No, like near the beginning of 2 we got to, because there was that
we
bit
saw
where...
the opening sequence of 2.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah, you've played Halo 1 and none of the others, so I need to give you some more Halo education at some point. But I think there was a bug, wasn't there? Like, it kept crashing in that level near the beginning of Halo 2, and we just gave up. But hopefully they fixed that now. Or it's on their backlog, like everything else is. Co-op, Forge mode. Tell you what this game really reminds me of, though, in terms of like comparing it to other games. It really reminds me of Castle Crashers, which is a game that I love and I don't see get enough love out there. Like the people who know Castle Crashers, you know, if you're a Castle Crashers fan in the chat, say hello because I appreciate you. Really, really great game. 4-player co-op, similar to this, where it's just kind of like enemies constantly and just fighting them off. But the way it was put together, the way that it looked, and the bosses, it was funny. You know when games try to be funny and they're not always funny. This actually genuinely is funny, and yeah, really, really good game. That's like an Xbox 360 era classic, if you ask me.
Okay, yeah, I don't know that one.
Do you remember in the cartoon what was happening? Like, why are we beating up these robots and these ninjas? Are they just evil?
I've got infinite ninja power. I don't know. I have no idea. If you can find pizza on the floor, you get infinite ninja power for 10 seconds.
Pretty sweet. I do like infinite ninja power.
You know, ever since you said we were playing this game, I've had the song stuck in my head. Like, ever since. I've had the words "Heroes in a Hard Shell" go around my head about 3,000 times.
Oh, I'm doing a little taunt. Check it out.
Could you kill some guys instead?
Oh, he hit me. Yeah.
Let's go.
Second boss.
It's boss time. Oh wow.
This guy's pretty strong. Rocksteady, the Rampage Relishing Rhino.
Just know he's going to have a charge attack.
Yeah.
Ooh, what's that? Grenade.
Oh, he's got a gun, but that feels unfair.
He's got a gun.
It's like, oh, you brought nunchucks to a gunfight.
I mean, a rhino is pretty scary in its own, but a rhino with a gun.
Yeah.
That's a whole other level.
Someone should tell him he's got like an actual weapon on his belt. Let's go, dude.
My new mission is just to do the dance all the time.
How are you doing that?
It's RV, I think.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm playing on a Game Boy. Sweet.
Man, that's really aging the game. Game Boys were sick. We guys Game Boy fans?
Yeah, I was a Game Boy fan. I was a big Pokemon Red fan. Yeah. That was my jam.
Were you straight into like a Game Boy Color, or did you have the big block yellow one?
I had my first one was not a Game Boy Color, but it was the see-through one. You know, the case was see-through.
Was that not a game? Was that not a Game Boy Color? That was just a different.
I think there was see-throughs of both. There was see-through regular Game Boys and see-through Game Boy Colors. Oh man, I'm just getting shot by a gun.
Yeah, I'm pretty almost dead. Yeah, the first one I had was the big block yellow one, and then I had a green Game Boy Color. I never went further on Game Boy than a Game Boy Color. I never had an Advance or anything like that. Just, like, you peaked at the Game Boy Color. So.
I mean, I revived you. You gonna do the return the favour?
Oh,
it's LB.
I don't even know how to.
It's
LB.
LB.
How do you do it? I mean, I'm about to start myself. Yeah. Go back.
I immediately got hit again.
But this boss feels a lot harder than the last one.
Well, yeah, the last boss kind of incapacitated himself, didn't he? He'd run into a wall and then he'd be dazed for a bit. This Rhino's like, I'm just constantly...
He's learned from Bebop's mistakes. I've got him! Yeah, he's dead. Don't worry, boys, I'll sort it.
I was saving Ben Gammon's life.
You guys go play some Game Boy and do some dancing, and I'll sort it out.
Some golden axe.
Wow. Got time for one more?
Yes, I've got all day.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is good. I mean, if you've got Game Pass, which I think a lot of our viewers do, like, this is worth checking out for sure.
We go north or south?
Ooh, I think we're going to stick to the main levels, the main path. So we'll go for level 3.
Everything hard, Joe.
Do you remember the game that was like this? That was like Alien versus Predator.
No.
I remember it was like a coin-operated version of it, and I just kept dying and putting money in it, and I never got past like the first level.
Oh, check this out.
Oh yeah, we're fucking.
This is
sorry, I've just sworn on my show. I mean, the game was so cool that I forgot that I was streaming live and I shouldn't use bad language.
Oh, what a moment.
That's one for the blooper reel.
I mean, today's whole show is going to be really right now.
I'm concerned that I had a message saying that my controller batteries are low, so I'm hoping they're not going to run out. I can't seem to hit any. Like, this slide-in is cool, but I can't seem to hit anything while I'm doing it.
Yeah, I'm struggling as well.
Yeah, can I play Game Boy? Oh, I can. Sweet.
Oh, I can't do. Oh, I can. It's RB is my taunt. Oh yeah, I'm just going to slide and laugh.
Shot by a robot.
Oh, I got kicked off while I was laughing. Oh, I just got an achievement for getting hit while performing a taunt.
Oops.
Oh, we can jump.
Oh, stop shooting me in the face! Oh, I got flattened by a car.
Oh, so did I. And again. I need to pull back so I can see the car coming. I want to be at the back end of the screen. Oh, motorbike behind us. Ah.
Oh.
These flying things are a real pain in the butt. Whoa! Oh. Adam, I thought my health was bad. You're absolutely screwed.
Yeah. We'll go out in a blaze of glory to try and do as much damage as possible.
I feel like, are we doing any damage by attacking the car?
Maybe not.
Oh, just remember it. Oh, I'm gonna get hit by this. Gam, I think you're probably gonna have to revive me and Adam pretty soon.
What button is it?
LB.
It's LB on an Xbox
LB
controller.
once we're dead. Oh yeah, I don't know what. I have no idea on PC.
I'm back in action.
Oh, did you genuinely die?
Benji saved me. He had my back, unlike you.
I mean, I'm just trying to survive. Which is not going well at the moment. Ugh. I love when you jump and attack.
Yeah, jump like little dive kick.
Oh, I just did a German suplex while sliding on the floor.
Oh, I really shouldn't have eaten
Yeah, you were the last person who should have taken that pizza.
Wow, thanks again. Don't mind me about to die.
It was really nice as well.
You do that while I'm suplexing dudes. I'm not getting much further, I don't think. I'm amazed I'm still alive.
I got one of them.
I'm just in survival mode now.
There you go.
Right. Uh-oh. Oh. I love this game. Something bad is coming.
How do you kill these stupid robot flies? Like,
I have no idea, mate.
Did you avoid them?
Look at these potholes.
Yeah, don't fall down them. I fell down one on an earlier level and it was not good. I feel like it's going to be even worse while we're sliding. Ah, I've finally died. Surprised I held on that long. Thank you. This now they just get really hectic.
I mean, the game's been pretty hectic since the start.
Pizza!
Pizza time! Oh yeah!
Just in time for pizza
Yeah.
time.
Just in time for my next.
Guys, I don't think I'm going to be very helpful here.
I mean, are you ever?
I mean, I've been very helpful so far. While you guys were playing Game Boy and Dancing the last one, I took out the ball. I'm dead. Oh, no, I'm not. I just have got very little health left. I'm dead.
It's alright, I got you. Oh. Come on, over.
Thank you.
I was worried I took a fireball to the face for that.
Are we supposed to be, like, attacking the car?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, that's it.
Thing is, if you get too close to it, it kind of like you bounce off the wheels, it hurts you.
Yeah. Damn, you went from, like, full health to dead in about 3 seconds. I feel like then having a car is cheating. Like, having a gun was one thing.
I mean, sometimes bad guys don't play fair.
We didn't sign up for vehicular warfare.
You did again.
Yeah, I'm not doing well either.
Oh, stop
Maybe
setting
we
me on
should-
fire, you
Bad person.
Naughty.
you naughty, naughty car driver.
Right, we're all very close to dying, so maybe we should tactically die so that we can be saved and we don't all die at once.
Uh-oh.
We did just all time.
We did. Oh, the good news is we all
We're
got our
back.
health back.
The fun
Oh, we
never
should've-
stops.
oh, we
No
should've-
punishments.
We should have all just died earlier. Oh, this is well hard. And I don't mean the dog from Coronation Street.
Oh, I didn't get that reference.
I don't even know whether I referenced the right soap, to be honest. Yeah.
Can't believe you did all that without dying once. That was amazing.
We are
Nailed it.
clearly pros of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Shredder's Revenge is its full title. So if you're looking for it, check it out. It's on Steam, it's on PC and Xbox via Game Pass, and it's also on PlayStation as well as like a separate deal. So yeah, really recommended. We're having a lot of fun with it there, obviously. We'll be back next week in some form. Next week we actually are technically not here on Thursday, but we'll figure something out. Don't know how we're going to do it, but there'll be some kind of content for you from the Etch Player next week. So make sure you are following us on Twitch, make sure you're subscribed on YouTube, and make sure you're a regular visitor to etchuk.com/play. Make it your homepage. Why not? It's better than Google. And we will see you next week. Thanks for tuning in. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Really fancy a pizza.